Alrighty, yo, what's just going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today we're going to react to sports fans hate annoying people, not female athletes. This is facts like a motherfucker. Without further ado, let's check it out.
Megan Rapinoe, Brittany Griner, Candace Parker,
oh.
all very well-known female athletes who in recent times were at the top of their sporting categories, yet have also been relentlessly criticized by sports fans. And why is that? Men? The patriarchy? Or maybe it's because they demonstrate dislikable traits on an immense level.
Facts.
Sure, there's some hatefulness thrown their way due to their gender alone.
Not
But
really.
if you stop and think about it, it becomes clearly evident that gender cannot be the only...
It's not their gender at all. Look, do we throw hate at Serena Williams? Do we throw hate at Venus Williams? Huh? We out here celebrating Shiri, what's her name? Sha'Carri Richardson, the girl that be running track. The girl that ran track and got caught with marijuana and they banned her from the Olympics a couple years ago. We celebrating her. We got Coco Golf going crazy and we got Coco going crazy in the tennis scene right now. Shit, we acknowledge a lot of women in sports. It's just that there are certain women who just no. It's just no. It's just no. It's like they're annoying. Like the bitch that plays the blue hair Karen bitch that plays soccer. Nobody likes her. Females don't even like her. She is hated by everyone. Then you got the WNBA players. I already went over this. How can you expect us to root for y'all when y'all always going against us? How you gonna go against how you gonna want us to root for y'all, but yet you always talking down on the fans? All we want to do is be entertained. If we're entertained, we're gonna love you more. We're gonna support you more. All you gotta do is entertain us. That's how this works. We get entertainment, you get money. These bitches dumb. See, broke people that never had shit don't understand shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I got all the money in the world, but even I know. Just don't have certain traits about you. And these bitches are so fucking dumb that they have these fucking traits about them that are so fucking egregious that nobody wants to support them.
Yeah. You stupid.
Come on now. How do you expect us to support you and you always turning your back on us every time we make a suggestion? We're just making suggestions because we're the fans. We just want to be entertained. That's why we say lower the rim so y'all can dunk. Because if you dunk, there's going to be more highlights, which means there's going to be more social media presence, which means that, damn, old girl got dunked on by old girl, damn. Now I want to go ahead and watch the games. Now there's more viewership. Now attendance is going up. Now money is coming in. Now you can't recoup. Stupid bitch. That's how business works. That's why y'all are a failing product and I don't know how the fuck these motherfuckers are hanging on. The WNBA is a failing product and I still to this day, nobody knows how they are still thriving at this point in time. The NBA should not be paying for them. The NBA should be like, look, get your money up. Look, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We don't care how you feel. If you don't like it, we can do a draft. We can go ahead and get a bunch of college players. And I guarantee you they'll do a better job than you can. That's what I would do if I was in the NBA. I'd be like, look, we need to make some motherfucking profits over here. Because y'all ain't making no shit, bitch. Bitches ain't making no shit. We gotta make this money, honey. If you ain't got my money. No, I'll just play. But for real though, like, ain't nobody really making no money. College athletes don't even want to go play in the WNBA. Because there ain't no money there. The college scene is more lucrative. Because there's more sponsors. There's more eyes. There's more money. WNBA, nobody watches because it's a bunch of nappy headed dykes on their period. 90% of the WNBA is dykes on their period. That's pretty much all it is.
Or main reason for hate being thrown their way, as the predominantly male viewing sports audience has intensely supported and got behind countless female athletes in the past
Facts.
and still does so today. So, what are these dislikable traits that some female athletes demonstrate which put off so many sports fans? And after thinking about it, it became obvious that the primary ingredients that make up them being so unlikable is entitlement, arrogance,
Yep.
being detached from a business reality,
Yep.
lying, or contriving a false victimhood status,
Yep.
which overall makes them tremendously unlikable. Again, they're female sports stars that don't display these traits, and in turn, they're well liked. But ultimately, many female sports stars display some or all of these dislikable traits. In fact, they're the same traits that make some male athletes greatly disliked as well. Alright, so one major common flaw of disliked female athletes is an entitled, arrogant mentality. This often manifests through them demanding the wider sports world automatically praise and enjoy their sport, but not wanting to do the work to achieve that result. This is continually seen by WNBA stars who criticize sports fans for not inherently liking their game and watching it for what it is. But what it is 40 minutes of underhanded layups. And the sports world has been telling that league for 30 years.
Shout out to my boy Gideon.
And instead of listening to the sports world and adjusting their game to make it more exciting and palatable to a wider audience, something the NBA, by the way, has done many times, WNBA players simply arrogantly chastise potential fans for even mentioning this fact.
Do you think that the game will get more watch if the rims were a little bit shorter? And so like what females can for guys, it's something when you see somebody get dunked on.
I'm very glad you asked this.
I really would like if my right ear
You can ask it.
could hear that as
You have to
well.
relearn the game
I can barely hear it.
to appease people who don't want to watch it for what it is.
In other words, WNBA players feel entitled to be crowned as this entertaining league without
That shit.
earning it.
That shit's
And
sad.
having an entitled attitude is not a gendered concept, as it also pushes fans away from male athletes. For example, many believed LeBron James was displaying a high sense of entitlement in 2011, when after joining a super team and then losing in the NBA Finals that year, was still acting as if he should be looked at as an all-time great player, without yet doing anything to earn that distinction. This entitled attitude started to push even his most adamant supporters away.
He's still doing that. Like, what the fuck you mean? LeBron's still doing that shit. It's gotten to a point now where it's gotten egregious at this point. For real, like, nigga, LeBron has gotten too over. He feeling himself a little too much these days. Nigga, you are not better than Kobe, my nigga, and I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep reiterating it to the motherfucking cows come home. Okay, if Steph Curry wins another ring, he is better than LeBron, and he is neck and neck with Kobe, and he is right under MJ. I'm telling you, Steph Curry is Steph Curry is more of a winner than LeBron is. Let's just keep it there.
There's something about LeBron James that's really starting to alarm me. You got titles, King James, chosen one. None of the great guys, they shun all of that until they won a championship.
Facts.
It's like he wants to be crowned with no rings.
Facts.
I'm tired of this man being celebrated. For what? We know you're great. How about winning?
But then LeBron won the next two championships and earned the right to be looked at as an all-time great player. Female athletes must do the same. Stop acting as if you're entitled to fans and do what it takes to win them over.
Yeah.
The next major dislikable trait, which is often connected to entitlement, is being completely devoid of a business understanding. This usually presents itself when female athletes ask for higher salaries when it makes zero sense. Most recently, this has been seen by the U.S. women's national soccer team, with Megan Rapinoe being the figurehead. Importantly, though, this is not a trait displayed by beloved female athletes, such as prime Ronda Rousey or the most successful woman in race car history, Danica Patrick. Danica understood business was the key word in the phrase sports entertainment business, saying basically what drives salary is demand and interest.
Facts.
Salary is based on the amount of views your sports brings in. As the money,
The better you are, the more we gonna tune in. Like, damn, y'all saying this person good? Damn, I gotta tune in and watch that. But if your product is trash and you not really doing nothing to garner my attention, the fuck you expect me to do? I'm not watching your shit. Fuck out of here. All these WNBA players, man, they get on my fucking nerves, bro. Fuck these WNBA players.
it comes from ad revenue and sponsorships. In other words, less views equals less money. Likewise, when Ronda was asked about pay disparities, she said this.
I think that how much you get paid should have something to do with how much money you bring in.
Facts.
I'm the highest paid fighter, not because Dana and Lorenzo wanted to do something nice to the ladies. They do it because I bring in the highest numbers. They do it because I make them the most money. And I think that the money that they make should be proportionate to the money that they bring in.
So not only were these women at the time the best among their gender in their sport, but they also understood how the sports entertainment business worked. And these two things combined made them extremely likable and popular. Compare this to some female athletes who demand higher salaries even though they clearly don't bring in the revenue to justify a salary increase. In fact, some of the athletes demanding more money compete in leagues that wouldn't even exist without subsidies. WNBA and National Women's Soccer League, I see you. Yet they still complain about only receiving a six-figure salary, when in reality, it could be closer to zero.
Survey says.
And since most sports fans live in reality, they find these claims completely absurd, and it ultimately puts them off and makes them dislike these complaining players. Even more dislikable is when female athletes lie about being underpaid due to their own bad business decisions. Let's revisit the U.S. women's soccer team and Megan Rapinoe, as this group actually sued the U.S. Soccer Federation over pay discrimination. A claim that was dismissed by a judge who pointed out the women were actually paid more in total and more per game than their male counterparts. The judge also noted the women were offered a similar pay-for-play agreement as the men, but they rejected it for a safer and thus rightly so less rewarding payment structure. They then chose to lie about being discriminated against as a way to retrospectively get compensated for their own bad business decision. And then sports fans had to hear about this lie in the media for years. Even worse, the U.S. women's team continued this lie and weaponized this false allegation via external media pressure to actually end up getting a multi-million-dollar settlement payout from the U.S. Soccer Federation, who probably wanted to stop the incorrect bad press and just move on from the whole thing. Sports fans don't like liars, especially when the lie becomes clearly obvious. It's a huge reason people stopped liking Lance Armstrong, who was at one point at the pinnacle of U.S. sports, proving that being disliked for lying is not a gendered issue. This leads into the final dislikable trait, which is trying to contrive a victimhood status as a way to gain forced sympathy. By doing this, they are attempting to shed any ounce of responsibility as to why they're not well liked, why they don't have many fans, or why they don't get paid more. Again, Megan Rapinoe and her teammates cried victim that they were paid less because they were women, but in fact, they had the agency to choose the deal they wanted. Or let's take Brittany Griner and the WNBA, who put out statements saying the team had to nervously huddle in a corner of the airport after one person confronted Brittany about her being in a prisoner swap with the country America is fighting a proxy war with. And the other prisoner was an international arms dealer known as the Merchant of Death.
Rarely does the U.S. government want anyone more than it wanted this man. His name is Victor Boot, and he's known as the Merchant of Death.
And Interestingly enough, research shows that people who more frequently signal their victimhood, whether real, exaggerated, or false, are more likely to lie and cheat for their own material gain. Also, victimhood signaling is associated with numerous morally undesirable personality traits. In other words, people don't like it. You know, one thing that makes people drawn to sports stars is their ability to overcome tough obstacles, not to complain about them. This is a reason why people hated Kevin Durant after he joined the Warriors, because after running into an obstacle, he didn't persevere through it.
Yep.
There's an old adage that
Say the same thing about LeBron too.
Society mirrors life. So if a sports fan doesn't like an athlete, it's probably for the same reasons they wouldn't like the everyday person on the street. And the majority of people don't like those who act entitled, arrogant, lack common sense, or pretend to be victims. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, man.
Yep, that's pretty much. He ain't tell no lies there, man. The WNBA, they need to get it through their heads, man. Lower the fucking rims. That's all you gotta fucking do. How dumb can you be?
You stupid. Dumb bitch.
You bitch is dumb, man. How the fuck you don't know this by now? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Stupid bitch.
Come on now, man. Y'all know what y'all supposed to do. Y'all know exactly what y'all supposed to do. Lower the fucking rim. Dunk, so y'all can dunk on each other, bro. So that way social media gets a hold of it. Now they can plaster y'all everywhere. So now I'm more inclined to watch your fucking content now because I'm seeing y'all dunking on people. It's not a knock towards y'all. It's just simply put, it's boring to watch. It's not entertaining. Women don't even find y'all entertaining. Women will watch reality TV shows all fucking day long. They will go on a reality TV marathon if they could. They do not care about y'all shit. They find this shit on Netflix. They find this shit on Netflix. It's shit on Hulu. It's shit on HBO Max. It's shit on Stars. It's shit everywhere, bro. You really think we finna sit up here and watch your boring ass game and there's other forms of entertainment out here? Fuck no. So what y'all need to do is y'all need to get with the program. Stop acting like, oh well, we're not a circus. We don't have to do what y'all. Then you know what? Now how about this? How about the NBA stop funding y'all? Y'all go bankrupt and then now y'all can go play overseas for good. We don't need y'all over here with that bullshit. Y'all can go over there. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to be overseas playing basketball. Cause clearly the WNBA ain't to be entertained. Y'all don't want to entertain us, the fans, so that way we can come watch y'all games and actually make y'all some fucking money. This bitch is dumb, bro. Stupid ass bitches, man.
Stupid bitch.